What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Overdose. I'm your host, Don Jaye. Today, I'm joined with a couple of special guests. But before that, we have an announcement. Let me grab this. These cards coming out Amazon real soon, 30 days. We lit. All right. Starting from my left, introduce yourself, your name, your age, and then what do you do, and your relationship status.
Okay. What's good, Overdose Podcast? It's your boy, Reclaim Your Throne. I am a real estate investor. I also own a car wash and a car rental business. And I am taken.
Okay.
Meet that discount.
I'm Anastasia. I work in an office. I'm 21.
Hi, I'm Mindy. I work in finance. I also have my own business. I'm 22. I don't know if I said that. I am single.
Okay.
What's up? I'm Miana.
And talk to the microphone for me.
I'm Miana. I'm 21. I'm moving to Cali in 3 days to do sales.
Yeah.
And I'm single.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, y'all. My name's Alyssa. I'm 24. I'm married, and I am a martial artist and model.
Okay. Last but not least.
Hey y'all, my name is Gabriella. I am 22 and I'm a medical coordinator and I am single.
Okay. All right, Trent, roll up the reaction video. We're going to start with the Will Smith.
In his acceptance speech, Denzel told him
And make it full screen.
that at your highest moment, be careful.
And then go back to the string down thing.
I'm the devil. If I'm Chris Rock, I'm the devil that's coming for him. I'm coming up out that purple Tom Ford, or Brioni, or Caesar Antolini. I don't know who that was, but I'm coming up out of that. I'm coming up out of these clothes, but I don't care nothing about that. Man, you can't do that to somebody, Skip. So now comedians, can they not say anything? Worried about people coming up on stage? So don't go, listen, if you're sensitive, don't you take your ass to no comedy show, because these are comedians and they make light of situations. So if you go down there and you got on some bull jive, they're going to make fun of you. If you look like some bull jive, they're going to make fun of you. Chris Rock should have thought about it.
Okay, let's pause.
I say the joke.
Okay, I'm going to start with you, but I'm going to change the question for the ladies. For you as a man personally, if your wife was in the stands and a comedian or whatever was making fun of your wife, how would you personally handle the situation? Do you thought it was right? Do you thought it was wrong, etc.?
I know when it comes to women and hair loss, it's a really sensitive topic because a lot of times their beauty is tied to the length of hair and all that kind of shit. But at the same time, I don't think that he reacted in the right way. I think that ultimately there are negative repercussions to the way that he reacted, and like just the standard that he set, especially for black men, it gives off the bad a bad impression on the way black men conduct themselves in a formal setting, because the Oscars is supposed to be a formal setting. And when you are a minority, you have to represent for the whole group. So the fact that he went up on stage and did what he did, acted an ass, it was distasteful. And I don't think that was the way that he should have handled it. If he wanted to speak to Chris Rock, he should have took him backstage and handled it that way. But I don't think that it's right for us to air out internal conflicts on the grand stage, especially when it comes to being in the black community.
Okay, I'm gonna throw it to the ladies and starting with you. For you personally, if your man did that and you was the woman, the wife, how would you feel? How would you react, etc.?
That's a hard question, to be honest with you, because it's two different things.
And then speak it to the microphone for me.
Okay, me personally, of course I would want my man to stand up for me. But in the same time, I have to agree with him. Like, it was not appropriate in my eyes. Like, that was obviously a joke. He's a comedian. It should have been taken as a joke. Okay. He went way too far. And I was trying to look up, but, like, I saw this conspiracy thing. It's a long story. I have to look it up and find it, but we have something different. But I have to agree with him. It went that was a step too far. It should have been handled privately, like he said, backstage.
Okay. So if your man was just laughing at a joke and just keeping it moving, you wouldn't feel some type of way?
In a public setting like that, should have been handled privately, especially at their level of celebrities, and the fact that was the Oscars, right? Yeah, that should have been handled 100% privately backstage, because he is the comedian. That was 100% a joke.
Okay. Go ahead, talk to us. Keep it real.
All right. So first, I'm not going to give my opinion first. So first of all, for him personally, Jada gave him that look. Like he had to do something.
I want to turn to you.
I know, but I'm just
and
saying.
Speak to the microphone for me. Speak to the microphone.
He had to do something about it.
Okay.
Because she gave him like that look. Like if you don't do something about this, we're gonna get divorced. First of all,
they should have got divorced a long time ago.
They should have.
Exactly.
Yes.
She over here hoeing, but
yes, they should have. But I'm just saying, like that was the look. For me personally, yes, I would want my man to stand up for me.
Hold on, let's go. So you would be cool with your guy going up there and slapping the comedian that's performing type shit?
Would I want him to go up stage and literally slap somebody? No, probably not. If that's what happened, I wouldn't be mad. I would be like, hey, cool. Like you really took it up a step.
But
like,
is it worth
disrespecting me? It's not worth it. It's
is
not
it worth
worth it.
tarnishing your husband's legacy?
No, absolutely not. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not worth it. If that's what happened, I would stand behind him and respect it. That's not how I would want it to be handled, though. I would want it to be handled behind closed doors, but if that's what happened, I would stand behind him like, hey, like he was respecting me. So I get it, but I don't really stand behind it at the same time.
Okay.
Next.
So honestly, me personally, if someone's saying like stuff about me in a public place, in a public setting, I'd want my man to,
You would? Okay,
up,
so you would be okay with, not even okay, you would actually want him to go up there and, do something.
Mean, I'd hate that it's a public
and then
setting.
speak a little bit closer to the microphone.
My bad. I hate that it's a public setting, but like low key, if he's speaking in a public setting, if he wants to like, talk shit, like my man's supposed to like, or I'm gonna want my man to like, back me up.
This is crazy to me.
But
okay, yeah, go ahead.
But it's like the Oscars. You know what you're getting into when you come into it. Like even, a few years ago, this Pinkett Smith family was boycotting the Oscars, talking about some Oscars so white. So then when you pull up,
set a bad example.
Exactly, you setting a bad example, and it's like you can't react in a violent manner to words.
Yes,
you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like I know that. You might think that, okay, it was good that he stood up for her and stuff like that, but at what cost, right? Because he could have did the same thing backstage. He didn't even have to put his hands on Buddy. He could have just talked to him sternly. Yep. They have a history. They're friends. But for one, now he has not only tarnished his legacy, he was released from the Academy.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
And then also, him and Chris Rock were friends. So now he lost a friend over quote unquote defending.
Why would a friend talk about that?
Because
why would a friend do that?
Because he doesn't know.
Yeah.
And knows she had to. But let's get away. I want to quickly get away from the celebrity and get more to the us and the mindset of that. I think what you displayed, no offense, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Y'all displaying dangerous behaviors from men. If you did that outside to the wrong person, your man will die. Like I don't think y'all understand words and then actions and then a guy shooting somebody, etc. That you could die from stuff like that.
Right.
So that's why I just personally be like, nah, just keep it words, and keep it moving. But we got to talk to Alyssa because she didn't say her opinion yet.
So personally, I was really appalled about that. Like I was like, damn, like. I saw the video and I saw him laughing before he decided to walk up there and before she looked at him. Yeah. So I'm like, damn, you really thought that it was funny at first.
It was.
Right. If it's so funny, honestly, if a lot of people don't know this, but she has alopecia, right? Yeah. And I feel like she's very insecure about that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that can really fuck somebody up. So I can understand why she would be upset, but I don't really think it was appropriate for him to do that. So many people respect them as a couple and just as individuals, and
him, not her.
No, people respect her too because she has her red table talk. She has her red.
No guy is respecting her.
She been saying some wild shit on the red table talk.
No guy
too.
is respecting her.
Y'all may not respect her, but a lot of people look up to her, whether you want to believe that or not.
I believe that.
And a lot of people look up to the relationship that they have, but we don't even know what the ins and outs of the relationship are. Like, it may look grass always looks greener on the other side, but that's besides the point. I think that it wasn't appropriate for him to react that way because I saw an interview, I forgot, with another comedian, and he was like, damn, had that been anybody else, like, it would have been a huge thing, a huge thing. So, yeah, that was inappropriate. If she's a real boss ass bitch, she should have addressed that shit. I feel, even though she's the one that has a problem with it. He thought that shit was funny.
Let's tie it to you. So if your man was, you and your man was at a place in committee, whatever, blah blah blah, and he did that joke to you, how would you?
So,
if he did that, what would your thoughts be?
So I've actually been in a certain situation kind of similar. I was at the club one time, and I had this guy that went to my school. He had like some animosity towards me, and while we were in the club, he had a drink, a Corona, and he was throwing the drink on me, like
that's
purposely,
that's hella different.
right?
Okay,
Yeah.
That was purposely.
Yeah.
And even then, that is such an extreme thing to do to somebody. It's to a woman that's extremely disrespectful. And even then, like, I was about to take off. I was drunk. The drinks were in. I was about to take off, and I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, and my man, instead of fucking approaching that person, he approached me. And he's like, hey, it's not worth it. Like, let that shit go. Let's get out of here. Let's go.
Hold on. Was that guy bigger than your man, though?
I was just about to say
I
some
don't
shit like
think
that.
that my man could have won that fight.
Okay.
I don't think that my man at the time could have won that fight.
Right.
That's not my man now.
Would you wanted him to try though?
No.
Do you
I
look at him
didn't.
any different that he didn't try?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't look at him any different. I can actually respect him as a man to think about what the consequences are after the fact that you did something.
See,
you know
that's
what
the
I mean?
conversation I'm trying to get to. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I think that it is kind of scary. It is kind of scary. You never know if being a man, like, well, what the fuck is gonna happen? You gotta protect yourself, your family at all costs. Like, it's a lot of fucking pressure.
Yeah.
So honestly, at the end of the day, if I have a problem with something, I don't have a problem addressing that shit myself if it's directly affecting me. But as a person that has so much respect and honor from other people, like, sticks and stones may break my bones.
Yeah.
Like, fuck
Yeah.
what this person talking about. You
Okay.
know what I
I
mean?
think your
Okay.
situation is a little different
That's
and
way
unique
different.
because it got physical by somebody pouring a drink on you.
Yes.
That takes it to a whole nother
Facts.
level.
I
And
wasn't
I'm
even
not-
bothered at all by that.
I feel
Nah,
that,
I
but I'm
would've
not
been.
against meeting physicality with physicality.
Facts.
What I am against is meeting physicality with words.
Yep, I agree. 100%. Gabby?
Will Smith did what had to be done.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna just keep it real.
Say that shit.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. Let's talk about it, all right?
Fuck.
So Jada Smith already got a platform, right? Which is the Red Table
Yeah,
Talk,
talk about
right?
hoes behavior.
She
Right,
already
right.
spoke about her condition. So Chris Rock, at his grown age, already know what's going on. You can't tell me that he didn't know what was going on. That is a disease that she got going on. You feel me? Like when you
Okay.
lose, that is something a woman is insecure about, is losing her hair. So you're telling me.
But she was bald before she had alopecia.
I understand that, but at the same time, you do not make a joke about it on stage in front of millions of people.
But okay, if someone doesn't know that you have that illness,
So how can he not know? She spoke about it.
Well,
I have to agree.
but
He
not
should've
everybody
known.
watches the Red
Not
Table
everybody
Talk.
That's
watches
fine.
Red
But
Table
at the
Talk.
same time that he
Hold on,
should,
one at a time,
he
one at a
should-
time.
at the same time that he should. At the same time,
It's getting
you do not talk about a woman like that. Like that
yes,
joke.
you do. Everybody can. If you're a comedian, everyone gets it.
Anybody can get the
Woman,
jokes.
white, black, straight,
Right.
tall, gay, whatever. If you're a comedian,
good
everyone gets it.
comedian, yeah.
So I understand what you're saying, but your mindset is dangerous. I'm gonna just keep it
It's
above.
My mindset is
discriminatory.
dangerous.
It's discriminatory not to address a certain demographic or a
Yeah.
certain class, because if you're saying, okay, I'm gonna joke on everybody but women, or I'm gonna joke on everybody.
It's not even
but
about
white
women. It's
people.
just you can joke about everything else, but you're gonna joke about what I got going on, which is the disease. Like you don't do that. Like you don't joke about people that's on dialysis and they don't have a kidney that work. Like you don't. That's something that's a health issue. That's what I'm trying to say. So you can joke about anything else. Go ahead and joke about what I wear. Go ahead and joke about what I cook. But the fact that you want to joke about a disease and then you think that you're not gonna get penalized for it, nah, you're gonna get slapped the fuck up. Like, I'm so serious.
But if
like,
someone doesn't know,
care.
pause. If someone doesn't know you have it, then
Right.
how could you
Then
fault
it's
them?
not my problem if you don't know. They have a platform. No, let me tell you. No. Yes
ahead,
or no?
speak.
She does not have a platform. She has a platform called the Red Table Talk. She is all around the internet. So you telling me that he does not know that she has
I
a
didn't even
disease?
know.
90% of
I'm
the
like-
Red Table Talks demographic
Okay.
is female.
Regardless
This
of the
is-
Red Table Talk, did she not talk about it? Can we look up right now? Did she not talk about it?
She talked about it, absolutely.
It don't
So
even
how
matter.
come he did not even consider the fact that she already spoke about it? You know what I'm talking about?
Well,
even
what he
matter.
said was he didn't say, "Hey, you bald-headed bitch." Da 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 da.
It's not
Exactly.
even
He
about
said,
a bald-headed
he
bitch.
said,
He said it was a G.I.
He said,
Jane
"Hey,
joke. It was a G.I.
G.I.
Jane
Joan
joke.
or G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it." That's all.
Okay, but at the
Yeah.
same time, like, obviously it was an offense. Y'all don't know what goes behind closed doors. Like, Will got to take on the tears
So we
behind
supposed to be
his
mind
wife.
readers.
What do you mean, mind readers?
So we supposed to be mind readers.
okay,
meaning
were
we
you at the
supposed to be
Oscars?
reading-
Were you at the Oscars?
No, the point is we supposed to be reading a woman's mind of what she's going through, what he's going through, just to be able to confine. What
Are you
joke-
speaking from Chris Rock's
Yes.
Rock's standpoint?
He's
Is
the one
that
got
what
slapped.
you think that he's speaking? Is that what you think that he's thinking right now?
No,
I'm
he's
being
thinking
honest.
jokes.
Well, Chris Rock
So
thought
how
it
do you
was
know
a
he's
mild
thinking
mannered
jokes?
joke. He
That's what I'm
thought it
saying.
was a
Yeah.
softball.
But
He
he's
thought it was a
also
softball.
friends with Will Smith and his family. He
Okay,
also
like,
knows the ends
Why
a
are
little
you guys
bit more than
defending
anybody
this?
else.
Why do you guys think that this
There
is
was nothing
okay?
wrong
We're not
with his
defending-
joke.
There was nothing
We're
wrong
not
with his
defending
joke.
Gabby. We just think his joke. We just think Will Smith's reaction
No,
was
let
a little bit
me
over
be
the
clear.
top.
I am defending, but continue.
Will Smith's reaction was a little bit over the top, regardless of what was said. As a person, as a man that is confident, and as a man that a lot of people look up to, it is your responsibility to carry yourself in a certain manner.
Yeah.
Especially,
But sometimes
fucking
too
the
much is
Oscars.
too much, though. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
But
certain
that's-
things that
that's-
just can't be said. That's what
an
I'm trying to say.
emotional reaction.
That's an emotional reaction.
That's an emotional reaction. At the end of the day, it's not
and
professional.
y'all can jump in if y'all want to. Y'all
Yeah.
just, y'all-
I understand
Well, I
it's not
can say
professional,
whatever
but
you
he
want.
shouldn't even
Yeah.
say that joke.
I think
Like, you guys
it's-
keep on saying Will Smith this, Will Smith that, but look at what Chris Rock said. Obviously, he said something that ticked him off. So you guys are not even thinking
But-
about that. I
but
understand that he needs to carry himself
He was
in a professional way.
laughing.
He
He
was
was
Right,
laughing.
right.
Wasn't
But you
even
guys
him.
don't know what
It
he's
didn't
really
come out.
laughing at, you know?
He was laughing at the
Y'all laughing at a
joke.
joke.
He thought it was
Okay,
funny.
so-
He looked at her. She didn't think it was
Right.
funny. She rolled her eyes. She scoffed, and then he said, "Oh shit."
He saw the way she looked.
Yeah, he said, "Oh
So
shit." So
obviously,
you may not be.
something
We
ticked
may
that
not.
off. So that's what I'm trying to say is that obviously I understand he was laughing. That's cool. But at the end of the day, he did slap him. You feel me? So that's obviously something that he did that made him do that. You know? So
Yes, being a simp for his wife.
No, Loki.
Yeah.
What do you mean being a simp?
I think that-
you really want to go there?
I think
simp?
that Jada Pinkett has done enough in the public space to where she needs to fall all the way back for their situation to work. She needs
Please
to
clarify
fall
all the way back.
She needs to fall all the way back. Stop talking.
What did she
Stop.
do though? What do you mean
She's
stop talking?
she's done a lot of stuff.
She
She's
cheated on Will Smith with August Alsina.
she had a public affair, which at the end of the day, you can say what you want. They got an open relationship,
Yeah,
whatever.
that is
Nobody
not
knew
true.
who Will Smith was fucking.
What
Yo,
does that
that's
have
not
to do
true,
with the
because
slap?
that's
though?
not true.
Nobody
That's not
knew.
true.
Nobody
That's not true.
knows
You guys
who
are like
Will
that.
taking this
Well,
too
Let's
Name-
far.
pause. Hold on. Let's pause really quick. Let's pause really quick. This
Name
is-
one chick outside of Jada Pinkett.
Liza Koshy. He
Who is
said
Liza Koshy?
they were saying
You don't know
she's
who
a
Liza
comedian
Koshy
girl,
is?
some girl.
Bro.
Yeah, they were saying that he would go on business trips and she will always
David
be
Dobrik?
around.
But did
But
she
it
ever
wasn't
come
open.
out?
It wasn't open.
Exactly.
It
She
wasn't
never came out. He had her in check.
Y'all are getting off topic.
No.
We are. Yeah,
The
I'm about
problem was
Very off topic.
the problem was Jada didn't have her. She didn't have August in check. See, she has been doing way too much in the public space. She's divulged way too much information
Actually, I like this
about their
topic. Let's go.
personal relationship.
Yep.
To the fact of she's talked about his sex game.
Facts.
Wow.
She's talked about the fact that he isn't necessarily pleasing her in the bed. She's talked about some personal things that went on in her childhood that have matriculated into why she can't necessarily be pleased. Like, if you really watch the Red Table Talk, because I've watched the Red Table Talk, like I keep up with the shit. She said a lot of things that don't need to be said, even to the fact where there was this one episode of the Red Table Talk where she said that her grandmother taught her how to masturbate at 9 years old. And when you go and look that shit up, they have damn near expunged that shit from the internet because it was so embarrassing. And she's just, I think she's so
embarrassing Will
tone
Smith's
deaf.
Name. Like that.
Right.
At the end of the day, your job as a wife is to up your husband's name, not down the husband's name. That's the bottom line. But I want to get to the super chats real quick. E's in the building. He says, the Big Don, hope you have a great podcast. And shout out Trent behind the scenes. Thank you, E. I really appreciate that. I hope you're doing well there, sir. RB sends a super chat. He says, ladies, if it was a woman, would you have gone up there and smacked her?
I
If
would
not,
have.
wait, let me finish.
Yes.
No, actually.
Wait, let me finish. If not, why does the man have to ruin his career doing something you wouldn't?
I wouldn't.
No, let's start this way. Go
Oh
ahead.
my god.
Ma'am.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, if I had an issue with it,
Yeah.
it depends.
If it was a
Okay,
woman,
it depends.
how would you react? Basically, what
If
you're
it
asking,
was-
if it was a woman, how would you react?
if I was the woman, or
If the comedian was a woman.
if the comedian was a woman,
Yes. And maybe
That's
she
a
was
hard
talking about,
question.
and maybe she was talking about your husband, and maybe she was talking about your husband. Would you go up there and slap her?
Okay, if my husband had alopecia, right, and
Yep.
that was a joke about my husband.
Yep. Let's keep everything the same.
Okay,
except for
everything
change
the
that.
same. But it depends. Am I at that level? Like, am I at the
that person.
Grammys?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, Oscars.
No.
You wouldn't?
I
Okay.
would not. I would handle that privately, backstage.
Okay. Mindy?
I'm a very behind closed doors person, so I would probably handle it behind closed doors. If I got the same look that he got, it might be a different story.
Hold
though.
on. If your man gave you that look, you would react violently toward a female who made a
I'm just saying.
disparaging
Okay,
joke about
hold
your
on,
man.
hold on, hold on.
Yeah, wait. We gotta explain this.
Wait a minute. I don't like handling things publicly. I don't like making a show. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. If it was to that extent where I felt like they were being disrespected about something that they can't even do, like they can do nothing about, it's a disease. I might do something more about it. I don't know for sure. I don't know.
Crazy.
I might.
That's
I might.
toxic. Go ahead.
Go ahead, girl.
Honestly, it depends how bad the joke was. Honestly,
It's the
if,
same joke. Keep everything the
If
same.
it was a disease and it was like something that was something that he can't control, like honestly, I'd probably react out of anger just because I have bad anger issues, and I'd probably do the same thing that he did. Just
God.
I'm gonna let that shit set. I'm gonna let that shit sit with me. I'm gonna let them sweat, bro. I want you to sweat to think about how the fuck I'm thinking about this joke. And I'm gonna talk to you when I talk to you.
So you wouldn't personally just go
I
up,
would not go up
Okay.
there. That's inappropriate.
and then speak into the microphone for me.
I am.
No, you closer. There you go.
I wouldn't go up there at all. Like, that's embarrassing to me. I hate making scenes. I think that at the end of the day, you're a representation of where you come from.
Facts.
And like that, I would be so embarrassed, like for my family to see me up there slap somebody. Like everyone's gonna talk
Right.
about that shit.
Yeah.
Everyone. People that don't know me are gonna talk about that shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck no, I don't want to deal with that. Fuck the embarrassment.
Okay, Gabby.
He finna get this slap. Like I
No,
don't
she.
care.
You mean she?
Or she, whatever. She finna get that slap because I do not care who talk about me. Because at the end of the day, like if it was, obviously Will Smith made a name for himself, you know, so he already gonna. He's already gonna have a platform. Whatever, it doesn't matter what you do. There's people that have done worse. You're gonna have that platform. So I wouldn't really give a fuck who or what talks about me. But if you do something that's disrespect, don't be acting surprised when I do something to you. You know.
So
Hell
have
nah.
you guys like ever
She's the
intervened
nicest person
and
ever.
defended your man's honor to like by a woman? Like have you
To
ever
another woman, yeah.
in real life, like somebody says some quasi disrespectful to your man, did you step to him and
That has not happened to me.
I've never
Yeah,
put
that's
my
That
never
has
hands.
happened to
not
me.
happened to me. I wish I could say something because I don't have nothing to say.
I have never
But-
put my hands on another person for disrespecting my man, but I have ran my motherfucking mouth. I will say what the fuck I need to say. You're not about to disrespect my person in front of me. That's on period. Because
Okay. Okay. UC sends a super chat. He says, Alyssa condoning Will Smith's behavior. Question mark. Shocking. Actually, I don't think
he
she
liked
did.
me so much. He commented like 3 times. Keep spending that money, boy. Spend that check.
Mikey Mike sends a super chat. He says, you girls have to grow up a lot. If your man is defending you from words, and then got his head blown off, is it still fun and games? That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying too.
This mindset is insane. Yes, fellas, don't do that shit. That's some simp behavior. Fatty sends a super chat. He says, Jada said she loved the bald head in her IG
She
before.
did.
Yeah,
She actually
she
did.
been
but
bald
that's a
before.
coping mechanism. She's trying
be.
to embrace it just
Yeah.
because she feels a certain type of way. So instead of saying, "Oh, I'm insecure about it," she says, "No, I love it." Like,
Yeah,
you know.
facts.
That's beautiful. You gotta embrace your insecurities always.
Well, yeah, you might
It
want to
doesn't mean
embrace
it's
your
not an
insecurities.
insecurity.
Exactly. It still is an
doesn't mean
insecurity. That's true.
Talking about you love that bald head. Like what the hell?
I think
No, hold on. RV says, what is this? Alopecia is not a life-threatening disease. Let me see.
No one said it was a life-threatening disease.
Yeah, I don't think anyone did say that.
Oh my god! Like,
All right, Trent, roll the reaction video so we can wrap things up pretty soon.
The person that I say the joke about, her husband, so now I already feel tension. I feel confrontation. Or I'm getting off the first one. Because the moment I feel confrontation, I got to end it. I'm not finna let you walk up on me like that. We argue, Skip, we going back and forth. You cross the room and here you come walking towards me. What I think, you coming to offer me a drink? What he should have done is what DC Young Fly did last year when somebody came up on the stage and whipped him. He's protecting his wife. Well, where was her protection of a man when she was at the red table talking about what she was doing with this entanglement? Where was her protection of her husband? You're a bigger man than me. I ain't that big a man. Ain't a road high enough for me to take.
Yeah.
Here's the thing of it. I understand that defending the honor of your wife. I'm that dude. But you don't have to do something dishonor her for that. He didn't do that. That joke was not worthy of the reaction. If he was going to have a reaction, I think that Will should have done the man thing, was step to him afterwards in that press room. And if he wanted to slap Chris then, he could have slapped Chris in the press room and seen how it went.
Okay, let's pause.
So laugh.
I'm good on this. We're going to start with Gabby and end up this topic and go to the next topic. So for you personally, you would be 100% okay with your dude walking up, slapping another dude in the Oscars because he talked about your fucking hair.
hell yeah. I mean, I already said that the first time.
No, I'm doing fine. Okay.
I thought it was funny how Chris Rock had his hands behind his back. Like, what did you think was gonna happen, bro?
Yeah.
Go ahead, girl.
I don't really have anything else to say.
Okay.
No, I would never ask someone to do that, but if they did that, I would respect them.
Okay.
I still think it was just a joke and he took it too far.
Okay.
Yeah, like I still stand on what I said. It was definitely inappropriate, a bad look for the community in general. And I think that we got to start getting to a point where we can handle our situations non-violently, because people don't respect you. Your girl might respect you, whatever, but at the end of the day, you know, most men are working for the respect and admiration of their peers.
Yes.
So when you're out there and you're acting an ass and you're dishonoring your name, your legacy, and everything that you've built just for a moment of anger and aggression, I think it's a bad move, a bad look, and it's not mature. Okay. You know, we talk about maturity and emotional intelligence, and we got hella women talking about emotional intelligence, but when you have to actually implement that in a real situation, where is it at? So I think it was emotionally unintelligent that he went and did that, because now you're seeing the repercussions of his actions, where he might lose his award in depicting the movie of Venus and Serena Williams' father, which is a huge moment for the black community, for him to depict that, and then for him to win his first Oscar for that. So to tarnish that accomplishment by doing something so brash and so brazen, it's a negative reflection on what we as a community are trying to build.
Yep. I agree. And we didn't talk about this really quickly, so I want to actually throw this out there for anyone that wants to talk about it or have any opinions for this. If you was Chris Rock's wife, how would you feel?
If I was, that'd be tough.
Like if your man was on the stage doing his comedy skit,
I would
whatever.
be pissed. I feel like if I was Chris Rock's wife, I would have a conversation with Jada. Like, hey, we gonna have to.
Are you throwing hands with Jada though?
I'm not throwing hands with Jada.
Okay.
I don't think it's worth throwing hands with Jada.
And then speaking to the microphone.
Unless Jada said, "Hey, go fucking slap him on stage right now, or else I'm gonna leave your ass." Like,
She might have said that.
I don't think she did. I think it was the look. I think it was the look, and he's like, "Oh fuck, now I got to do some shit."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I'm like, in all honesty, for him to react that way by just the look was just inappropriate, distasteful. Who's next?
Anybody? No, we can move on to the next. All right, starting with you on this side. For you personally, do nice guys finish last? This story, this a little bit of context about this. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it's a loaded question, because
Yes, it is. Yep.
like, I've been the nice guy and, been able to procure a woman. So you can like do the nice guy shit, and if a chick thinks you're attractive and whatever, you can get her attention initially. But I think there is something to say when you are a nice guy and you're a pushover, and you're not putting your foot down and you're spineless, then I think that goes into a dangerous territory, because if you're trying to play the nice guy role, see, a lot of times women think that the quote unquote nice guys are only being nice to get something in exchange for being nice. So they perceive it as, oh, you're only being nice to me because you want to fuck me.
No,
right?
That's not true.
Well, I'm just saying
talking about
that's
like
the
actual
general.
nice guys or the guys
That's
that
not
think that they're nice guys?
No, but what's the difference between the actual nice guys and the guys that quote unquote think they're nice guys? Especially if it's
Ooh, I could
especially
go
if
off
both
on
of them
this.
Let's go.
especially if both of them are trying to court you. So say you got a nice guy who's quote unquote faking not being nice to get in your pants, and then you got a genuinely nice guy who's doing the same exact shit.
I think you
But-
can always tell the difference.
Right.
How?
No, you really can.
A woman's
100%.
intuition is
So
crazy.
if women can tell the difference, then why are they getting fucked by dudes that they thought he
Because
was
they
a nice
choose-
guy, but
because
then
they
he's gone out the
choose.
window, and then you
Because they
complaining
choose.
about this guy was a
Because
bad
they
guy
choose.
and he was a
Okay,
fuck
I
boy
can
and he
talk
was an
about
F
this.
boy. If you could read it, if you could use your female intuition, then you would never find yourself in a situation where you allow a man to have sex with you, and then on the back end you're feeling sour about the interaction because after he had sex with you, he stops putting in effort.
Some just play the game though. I'm gonna just be honest.
So
with
you
you
can't
So
sell.
that means you can't tell then. That means that's on you.
No, when I say
That's on you.
when you play the game, you already know what's going on. That's what I'm trying to say. I know it's woman intuition, but we already know when we're dealing with a fuckboy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
100%.
We
So why do you deal with
already
them?
know. We already know what's going
Yes.
on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly,
we choose to ignore the red flags.
Is
we
his-
choose
Yes.
to do that.
Is
Yes.
him
I'll be
being a
honest with you.
fuckboy?
Like some
Why?
guys are honestly, they just come up with so many good lies. Like they'll feed everything what we want to hear.
Love bombing.
Love bombing, exactly. That's what I'm trying to
Yep,
say. And
yep.
they're controlling the situation. But at the end of the
Love
day,
bombing? What is
I'll
this?
be damned.
You like saying I love you?
Love
bombing
bombing is when you're sending cute
No.
messages. You're
Like,
sending
good
them
morning,
flowers.
good
You're telling them I want
That's
to be
love
with you.
bombing.
But my question is,
Yes.
hold on.
the
All of
fuck,
y'all
bruh?
got Instagram, social media DMs. There's hundreds of guys in your DMs sending cute shit,
Facts.
and like good morning every day, but you ain't paying them no mind.
Yeah, because they could be a
Absolutely.
catfish. That's
Absolutely.
Yep.
You're not ignoring him because he's a
Abso-fucking-lutely.
catfish. You're
Yeah.
ignoring him because you're not attracted to him.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
gotta admit,
That's
that
true,
is
too.
true. That's true
Facts.
too.
why. That's true too. And honestly, nice guys, if you're handsome, we might let you slide. You know what I
We
mean?
yeah, no, for
you
real.
can't be
We
ugly
might. We
and be
might.
a nice
Yeah.
guy. It's not
Wait,
gonna
what?
work
You
out.
said you can't be
depends.
ugly
If
and be a
you're
nice
ugly,
guy?
That's
if
the
you're
point.
ugly,
That's the point.
if
Okay.
you're ugly, you better come with the game.
But who
you better
mess
have
with somebody
hella
that's
game.
ugly,
You better
though?
have
Okay,
the
but
best
like for me
personality.
One at a
personally,
time. One at a time. Go ahead.
It's personality, 100%. You could be not conventionally attractive, but if you have the personality where you're like super sweet, super nice,
Yeah.
that in itself is attractive.
Is personality over looks, you say?
Not always. Not always. It's sometimes.
Okay.
Because you can be not conventionally attractive and have a shitty personality. And you can be very, very attractive and still have a shitty personality. And that to me is not attractive. But if you are conventionally attractive, you have a nice personality, you're sweet, you're nice, you know, like you have the good personality, that is attractive. But even if you aren't conventionally attractive, like you aren't to the standard of what society thinks is attractive, but you still have a sweet and good personality and you are a good person.
So you never had
That's
a guy.
attractive in
You never had a
itself.
guy that was giving you flowers, taking you on dates, but he was more so like a friend trying to be somebody. You never put a dude in the friend zone.
Oh, I have 100%.
Okay.
100%.
So then,
So
why
you're
would-
aware all those dudes want to fuck you, right?
Oh, I have a literal example. My best friend's brother, 100% would love to fuck me. 100%. He is down bad for me.
down bad.
He might be watching this, and PJ, if you are, I'm so
Oh,
sorry for
damn.
calling you out.
Name drop.
Name drop. All
I'm
right.
so sorry. But you
PJ,
know.
keep your PJs on. You ain't getting shit
Damn,
tonight, bro.
PJ, you know.
This is not that type of slumber party.
Let's pause for just a second. PJ and anybody else that's in the friend zone, get out the friend zone. Stop fucking with her.
Nah.
No.
Stop.
fucking. No.
I-
Shh. Thank you. Stop fucking with her. Stop being friends with females. Stop being in the friend zone. All of these things are just going to make you spend your time, spend your energy, spend your resources
Yes.
when you can put that into someone else
Someone
that
else.
actually fucks with you.
It's embarrassing. Like I'll see girls go out with like 5 dudes. and all of them are hovering around one girl, and she's controlling the whole dynamic of the
Facts.
situation,
Yeah.
and they're all following it. I see this all the time where a woman is leading her boyfriend into the club, like she's holding his hand behind her, and she's leading the way. And I'm like, what if some shit goes down, and now your woman is in the front? Like I was in a club yesterday, and a fight broke out. If I'm walking through the club and my girl is leading me, she's taking the brunt of whatever interaction.
Yep.
So I think even if you are not in the friend zone and you are the boyfriend, I think boyfriends end up putting themselves in the friend zone because they allow their women to take the leadership role, not only in these physical interactions in the bedroom, financially, socially,
I agree.
Emotionally. So I mean, it's all
there's an
bad.
attack on masculinity in general,
Right.
and I think the female way of thinking is the correct way of thinking for some reason. But you had something that you wanted to say.
Oh, I would love for him to get a girl. Like, I would love for him to put his time
Just
and
not
his
you.
energy in something else, but not me.
Okay.
And like the fact that like the other part of it is when he talks to like, and this is why I limit the people that he knows that are around me, is because when he talks to them, it makes me look bad. I'm trying to think of an example that would like represent this, but like when I have another friend and he knows that other friend and he talks to that other friend, it makes me look back because he's like, yeah, I'm trying to get her, and then that friend comes to me and like is like, dude, that guy is so down bad for you. He's like making like it's like it looks bad on me because you are making me look bad.
Okay.
Because you can't handle your shit.
But do you kind of, does it flatter you that you got two dudes
Not at
competing
all.
for you at the same
Not
time?
at all. Because
Then
I know him.
why do you keep him around
Thank
if
you.
it doesn't
Because
flatter
he's
you
my
and stroke
best
your
friend's
ego?
brother and I can't get rid of him.
That's a lie.
That is a lie.
That's a lie, girl.
Interesting.
That's a lie.
If you're not fucking with somebody, you can get rid of them.
You
I
can.
mean, he's a
You
good
can.
friend though. He's a good friend.
See, that's
The-
everyone watching. No. I want y'all to pay attention. Everyone watching.
a
That's
good
the point.
friend.
Girls will take your resources, your time,
Yeah.
your attention, your money, and not give you sex.
But he
Take
knows I
that
don't
shit-
want
Okay,
let me finish.
resources, but-
take that into
But at
something
the
else.
end of the day, it's dumb of y'all to stick around.
True,
if y'all
I
know you
Absolutely.
ain't getting no
I agree
pussy.
100%.
But like, is
Absolutely.
he taking you out on dates? Like,
Not at all.
Okay, so
Nope.
what do you mean taking resources? Like, all he's probably just like heart eyes over her. But you talking
Yes.
about
He's
resources?
buying drinks.
All of this.
He's buying drinks.
things. He could
So
be-
what are you
that.
talking
We don't
about
go
with
like
the
that.
resources and all this stuff? Obviously, he's not doing that for her. So what's
Generally
like?
speaking, if a guy is a friend with a girl, they hang out together, correct?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. When they hang
I
out
try
together,
to limit that.
You think it's
You think it's
No, let me finish.
resources?
Gabby, let me
You think
finish.
it's resources
No, Alyssa, let me finish. Resources is everything. So that's time, that's money, that's whatever. So again, if you hanging out with a girl, let's say you go to the bar and you go hang out with your girlfriend and she's just your girlfriend, you literally willing to die for this girl on someone that you're not fucking? To me, that's crazy to me. I'm gonna just keep it a buck, because if y'all two went out and a guy slaps, her ass,
If you're
she
a
gonna
real
let
man,
me
you're
finish.
gonna back up your girl, your friend, or whatever.
No,
Whoever's in
not.
your group.
That's why you don't have female friends.
That's why you don't have female friends.
You're right. All right, Mindy.
Facts.
Nice guys. Comment.
All right.
Do nice guys finish last?
It depends on the kind of nice. I gotta go back to like it depends. Like, are
It does.
you a pushover? If you're a pushover, if you're a nice but you're a pushover, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, definitely. But if you're nice in the more conventional sense, like you're
Yeah.
just a nice human being, but you know how to stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
All like you know how to be a normal human being and
got you.
live in
Yeah.
society. No.
Okay. Nick?
I don't know. I've been thinking a lot over here, but I don't know. Back to what you said with. No, actually, I just don't think women like nice guys.
Really?
Honestly, like,
Talk to
straight
me.
up. Straight
Talk
up
to
like
me.
that.
Somebody
Honestly,
keep it
like,
real on the podcast.
From,
No, I gotta agree.
like
Don't agree.
with my friends and just what I've
Sorta.
seen and experienced, like they'll be like, yeah, he's like, he wants me, and I'm just like, do you want him? They're like, no. And it's like I feel like women like tend to like lead people on or
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
in multiple ways, and sometimes they won't even know that, or sometimes they do know that, you know.
Oh, 100%.
It just depends on the female.
I think
but
they all know that. They
yeah,
just.
Exactly.
yeah,
Always.
honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
If you a
Honestly.
guy and you sending good morning texts every day, which is
stop
what
that
a
first
lot
of
of
all.
nice guys do to try and get a foot in, you're down bad.
Down bad.
Right?
Down bad.
But it's also kind of cute though.
It's cute. It's cute.
It's cute,
but it's not.
really
It's not.
cute.
It's not cute enough. It's not cute enough for you to let him fuck.
Sometimes it depends.
I don't
It
feel like
always
it's sincere.
You don't feel like it's
Really?
sincere?
No.
Why not? If he
Why?
actually likes
no,
you.
I want to know this for
yeah,
real. Why?
that's what I'm asking. Why, if he actually wants you, or if he actually likes you?
I guess
guys
I don't.
sending you
Anybody
like
can just say
trust
good
it
morning.
One at a time. Mindy.
I don't trust it. I feel like if you're maybe I'm just used to like the person who's trying to be a nice guy but just actually isn't. But I feel like if somebody's really like they're sending me good morning texts every day, I don't trust it. I don't feel like it's sincere. I feel like you're waiting to get into my pants and then I'm not gonna get that good morning again.
Definitely not. Some
Damn.
dudes
No.
actually are genuine and actually usually
Right.
want to
Yeah.
know about your day. Just
I think.
to say good morning.
I think y'all are
Yeah.
underestimating how thirsty these dudes are for you.
That's number one.
Facts.
Facts.
Right.
Underestimating because
Like nice guy or not nice guy, you're still thirsty.
nah.
So check this out. I had this conversation with somebody the other day, and I told them, my logic is you ain't shit until you prove to me otherwise. Straight
I agree.
up.
I agree.
Straight up. And it has to be cut and raw like that. Because
agree.
honestly, in this life, we live and we learn. And you know, when you're young, you think you like some shit, but you don't really know what the fuck you like. Until
Right.
you've been through some shit, you don't know what the fuck
So
you
how does
like.
a man prove otherwise? How does he prove that?
How does he prove that?
Consistency.
I think the only way he
100%.
could prove this shit is with time. Because the best relationships happen over time. You can't just fucking meet somebody in a week and be like, oh, we're in love, let's get married.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's
that
100%.
time is
valuable
Time
and-
is gonna continue to go on. What does
Facts.
he have to do?
Yeah.
What does he what actions does he have to take? What does he have to do emotionally for you? What does he have to do spiritually for you? How does he have to feed into the relationship in order to show that he's serious about you?
I honestly think that varies between person to person.
It
because
does.
Women
For
are all
you, for
different.
you,
For
for
me
you.
personally, for me personally, I have been with the nice boys that I gave a chance to that weren't all that good looking, you know what I mean?
Right.
And they were just as disappointing as the fuck boys. They were just, I'm like, damn, I lowered my standards for you and you did that? Like,
How dare you?
that's more embarrassing
And it speaks
for
to,
me.
like, there you go.
That's more embarrassing for me. So at this point in time, I married somebody who was handsome. I needed somebody that was good looking.
Right.
But not also good looking, but will respect me as a woman and give me all the things that I need. I need somebody that's going to be tough and be able to back me up if I really need him to, but smart enough and strong enough and more content with himself in order to know that
To read
this-
out the situation.
Yes, like this is not worth it. This is not worth it. I need a smart man. I can't be with somebody that is gonna just be reckless.
So handsome, intelligent. What else?
I like this.
It's just you're so blunt with it.
Yes, that's what we do.
Handsome, intelligent, somebody that is tough. You need to be tough to be with me because I'm a tough female. I can't be with no weak ass man. I can't. And I like I said, it needs to be tough in a different way, like physically tough where you can defend me physically against whatever comes my way, but mentally strong enough to handle me as a woman because I am
What
very
does
strong.
handle me as a woman?
I'm very strong.
'Cause I hate when women say
I'm a
this.
very strong female.
And
You have-
independent.
In what way?
In what way? What does that
great
mean?
man. It takes a great man to handle a independent woman.
Yes.
It takes a great man, honestly.
What do you
What
mean
is-
by
what do you
independent?
ha- and what
though?
do you mean by independent and what do you mean by
Independent
handle?
means I make my own money and I don't need you. I don't need you
So you're-
mentally. I don't need you physically. I don't need you emotionally. I don't need you.
So you're a
if
functional
you're gonna
adult.
Am a
Yes.
func-
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you're a functional
I'm
adult.
a functional. There's not a lot of functional adults.
But
out
that's
here.
the standard, though.
But there's not a lot of functional adults out here. People will say that they're a functional adult. People will say they're a functional adult, and the whole world will think they're
Yeah.
Jada. Everyone will think you're a functional adult, but
Behind the scenes.
behind the scenes,
Yep.
you know, you never know. You never
Okay.
know. These girls are really wilding out here. Like,
Oh, they
I'm not
definitely are.
tripping. I'm not tripping on nothing. I know at the end of the day what I have to provide, and if you can't give me the things that I want, I'm not gonna waste my time.
Okay.
And I think for me, it took a while for my man to even realize, all right, this girl really not fucking around. You know what I mean? And he actually sat down. He's like, all right, this is what we're gonna do now. You know?
Okay. Okay. Kevin?
Yeah, I feel like nice boys do get taken advantage of. I know for me personally, like if I am approached by a nice man and I know he's a nice man, I'm gonna let him know up front like what I want, what I don't want. But I do feel as though like nice guys, nice boys, they do get taken advantage of by the wrong woman. They know what they got in front of them, and they just lead them on and, let them take them on dates and, just play with them to the full extent until they realize, okay, yeah, this girl's not fucking with me anymore.
Okay, for the ladies in the room, have you guys ever been on a date knowing that you wasn't attracted to the dude?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Yes, absolutely.
And that's my point about resources. Wasting time, wasting money, wasting resources.
But I'll let you know
Thank you.
after the
Y'all
first
just
date.
literally just proved my
No,
shit.
but I'll let you know after the first
No,
date.
one at a
After
time.
the
One
check
time.
comes, she'll let you know, hey, I don't really see anything.
No, I'll leave.
Exactly.
I have done it before. I will
That's
leave
what I'm
before the
saying.
check comes. I will pay for my food. I'm a very independent
paid for
woman.
myself.
I make my own money. Like,
So hold on. So if you went on a date with a guy and he made you split the check, would you
I wouldn't
have
be
respect for
upset.
him and later on escalate sexually?
I would ask him to
No.
split the
It
check.
Depends how they
Yes.
go about
You
it.
said yes?
It depends
No.
on how they
No.
go
You said
about
no.
it.
No.
You said no? Yes.
No, yes, what?
Are you fucking somebody after you split the
If you
check?
split the check.
Fuck no.
I'd say it doesn't matter.
If I'm not attracted to you, like, I'm
Hold on, one at a time, one at a
Y'all
time.
go
One
to
at a
Fogo
time.
de Chao and he says, hey, baby, we need to split the check. Da, 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 da.
That is no problem. Like, literally,
fine.
I'm independent
No.
as fuck. Like, I
So
don't
you
do my
fuck,
own
so
shit.
matter.
you gonna
It
fuck
don't
him
matter.
afterwards?
No,
One
If
at a
I'm
time.
not
One
attracted
at a
to
time.
you after the first date, like, I am not gonna fuck with you after that. That's what I'm trying
But
to
if
say.
he's everything lines up. He just said, let's split the bill.
Fuck no.
No.
No,
She said
no.
no.
Mm-mm.
So no, and then for you,
Now you're getting some pussy. Hell no.
you.
All right, can I?
Yes, go ahead.
It's gonna be a minute. All right, so I'm gonna give an example here.
Oh God.
So there
Make it
has,
quick though.
I don't go anywhere without, like, I always expect to pay for myself. I don't go somewhere without having, like, the mindset of at least, like, I
That's
have the
true.
money to pay for myself if I need to.
I agree.
Right.
Okay.
And yes, on the first date, it's a mindset that yes, the guy's probably gonna pay, but if they don't, I'm okay with it. But there
The
was
question is- the question
real
is-
quick. Yeah,
Are you
go ahead.
okay with
The
it?
question is, are you gonna sleep with him
Yes.
if he doesn't pay?
Have
the
you
full
ever
check?
slept with a guy that
No.
didn't fucking pay for the date
No.
on a first date?
I have not, but I'm gonna.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
Alright,
tell.
that's
No,
all we
hold
need to
on.
know.
No, can
That's all I
I
want to know.
please tell you why?
There's no reason why, as
No.
long as you didn't. Actions speak louder than words. That's the bottom line of this whole podcast. So for you, go ahead, Anna.
Huh?
Same question.
If a guy hasn't paid for the if we split the check on the first date,
Yes.
but see, his original question was if he, on the first date, but then later on, would you sleep with him? Like later.
Okay.
and
Have you split the check before and then later on you slept with somebody?
like later on a different date?
maybe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't say personally that
Okay.
I have, but I would say that I would.
Why are we capping? Why are we capping on this podcast?
Oh
This
my
shit's
God.
crazy to me. All right. Question. B Sniper sends a super chat. He says, "Are flowers on the first date a good move,
That's a
ladies?"
simp
Let's
move.
start with Gabby.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's so simpy.
That's
no,
What
no,
do you mean
that's so
simp? Everything to
No,
you is
because,
simp.
everything is not a simp. The
Yes, it
simp
is.
for me personally, the definition is putting women or pussy on a pedestal. When you go on a first date, y'all are on equal terms, boo boo. You are not getting. I'm not gonna pay for the first date, give you flowers, take you out, all of these things just to try to win
But
you
it's,
over. The
but
fuck?
what about flowers? Like
I don't want flowers on the first
flying
date.
her out to Puerto Rico. Like
Flowers are very
I mean,
sensitive.
I don't want them.
flowers.
That
you
was
can
very
get
specific.
It, like, come on, like flowers. Like you over here thinking that you're gonna book her to fight to Paris, and you guys are gonna go on a little river ride.
Don't
This
do
Like,
that,
is
by the
this
way.
is my thing. This is my
like
thing.
this is simp
as a
stuff.
as a guy to bring flowers on the first date is extremely dangerous
Yes.
because
Why?
I don't even
because
know
for
you, but
one if you bring flowers on the first date, for one, you could bring the wrong flowers. You might bring flowers that trigger a previous relationship from that woman. And she- no.
not who
That's
cares?
a real
No,
thing.
pause. This is the mindset of guys versus women. For guys, you girls look at guys as, oh, his nail toe is too long. I don't want to fuck with him. Anything that he does,
Yes.
you can be like, I don't want to fuck with him.
If-
but for us, you can just have a fat ass and be just okay
Exactly.
looking.
See,
and
if
wanna fuck
a
with
woman,
you.
if you're dealing with a woman,
Yes.
she would write you off if you remind me of my ex.
Facts.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
I fuck with a dreadhead nigga. He did me wrong, so I don't like dreadheads.
Yep.
That's
So-
some little girl shit.
No.
That's girl
No,
shit.
it's some
That's
40-year-old
grown
woman
shit.
shit.
It's women shit.
It's
in
some
general.
grown ass
shit.
50-year-old single
That's some
woman.
mentally
Have you
little
fucked
girl
with a
shit.
grown ass 50-year-old woman though?
I
For
fuck
real?
with some grown women. I fuck with some
I fuck with-
40-year-old
Alright, check
women.
this out. Check
40-year-olds.
this
All
out.
right, I'll give it to you.
When I think about this question, I think of my nephew. I think of my nephew and what advice I would give him if he's trying to date. And I'm like, my aunt was telling him for Valentine's Day, he's young. He's only like 13 years old.
Yeah.
He's like, do you have a crush at school? If you want to give her a Valentine, let me know and I'll give you some money, you know? I'm like, hell no!
I think that's actually different. I think that's contextually different.
I don't think it's different. I don't think it's different because the principle of the matter. If you're young and you're teaching your kids this at such a young age, they're gonna think that when they're older, they gotta move
If
the
the
same
energy
way.
is not reciprocated,
Facts.
dude. I was in high
Absolutely.
school. One of my best friends, he liked this chick. She was a cheerleader. She was absolutely out of his league. They were friends. They were text buddies.
Well, pause real quick. No girls out of your league if you're a guy. Continue.
Okay, right. But he goes. He asks her to prom. He does this big thing. He has a banner. He has roses. He has the teacher involved in it. You know what I'm saying? She rejected him on the spot. Most
Damn.
embarrassing thing for. I felt bad for him.
Yeah.
So I think it's super dangerous to put in maximum effort when you are not receiving.
But we're talking about the first
reciprocal.
date.
Yeah,
But this is
That's still the first
In the
date.
first date,
experience.
in the first date, women do not try and win men over.
Facts.
Men try and win women over.
Yes.
So the first date, women are putting minimal effort
Minimum.
in. Ask me how I know.
Ask me how I know too.
So what guy is
Well, one at a
flowers
time. One
a
at a
big
time. Go
deal?
ahead, Anna. Go.
Oh, I can agree with that. If I'm on a first date, I'm putting maximum effort in. Always.
Just put a maximum effort in.
100%.
So you're putting in 100% effort to keep the conversation going.
Yes.
Even if the man is not that talkative, you're going to inquire about his life.
100%.
Okay.
Always.
All right.
Okay. Okay. You got something, Gabby? I heard you.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's like I'm still kind of stuck on the flowers. I feel like that was just like why
And I
is
see
it
that
why
super
She
chat.
wants flowers so bad.
Word.
it's not even about I want flowers
Yeah,
so
that's-
bad.
that's
It's
what
like
it
I don't
is.
even understand how that's still simp shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Because you're giving too much too soon.
Yeah, too soon.
No.
Too
Too
soon.
much
it's not
too
giving
soon.
too much.
No, it
It's
shows
the
No,
thought
one at a
that
time. One at a
counts.
time.
It's
Go
the
ahead.
thought that counts. You know what I'm
Yes.
talking about? Because
Maybe
there
for
are guys
you-
out here that don't do that shit though.
And they
you know
still
what I'm
getting
talking
pussy.
And they still
getting pussy.
So
Okay,
what
let me
about
tell you
this?
something. You're still getting pussy, but at the end of the day, people do want relationships.
Oh, I got it.
No. Okay. But to get into a relationship, you, generally speaking, have to fuck first.
Ain't
No.
none of y'all getting in a relationship without test driving that man. Sorry. That is not true.
Let's
That is
real on
not
this
true.
podcast.
Let's
Come
keep it a
on.
buck.
Oh, some
Let's
girls
keep-
actually wait before getting into a relationship
Who?
to give it
Where?
up. I know some people-
Where?
I do.
I know some people personally. I don't want to blast their names on the podcast, but I know some people that I have spoken to. Literally, I went out with somebody this week. We literally spoke about it, and that's what happened. And she got into a relationship without giving it up. So there are people.
What mosque
Ooh,
does she
I
attend?
just can't.
What?
What mosque does she attend?
Monsters and she
Listen,
attend. It's
you
not
gotta
even
touch
about
the
that.
milk
It's just
before you buy the cow.
Let me tell you something.
Thank
a lot
you.
of guys,
Thank
there
you.
are some guys out here that feed this whole "I want to be in a relationship with you." They send the good morning text.
Okay.
They're nice as fuck. They'll say anything, but once we give it up, they just ghost. So we will wait until you say, "I want to be in a relationship with you,"
Then he'll
and
just
then
break
we'll
up
give
with
it
you.
up.
So I have
Then he'll
something.
just break up with you.
I have
But go ahead.
No,
something.
it's different though.
Okay.
I've had somebody send me flowers before ever even going on a date with me. They sent me some flowers
Right.
to my job. And that was the initial, like, you know what? Take me out. Like, I want to
Mm-hmm.
take you on a date. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I'm
right.
like, the flowers were a nice touch. You know what I mean?
No, it shows
I didn't
an
feel
extra
like
level.
it was over the top.
And
I
you
was
went on
like
a date with him?
flattered.
And you went on a
I
date?
went on a date with him,
Okay.
and I didn't like him. I didn't
Damn.
like him. And before he paid, I told him, you're not really my type, bro. I don't really like you. It's not gonna work out. He
I wonder
still
why-
paid for my valet.
Okay.
Okay.
Got you.
Here's the other thing too. If you go like bring flowers 100%, that automatically shows that you're on a different level. Automatically, because you thought about that, you had to go get them,
So
pay
what are
for
we getting?
them,
What are we getting? Roses, lilies.
anything.
Roses.
It's just the
Petunias.
thought of
Roses.
flowers.
Always roses.
always
It has to
It
be
really
roses.
doesn't
Okay,
matter.
one at a
It's
time.
not
One at a
really
time. One at a
reaching.
time. One at a
But
time.
roses, yeah, the roses are a
Okay.
surefire. But here's the other thing:
Uh-huh.
instead of texting a girl, "Hey, I'm here," don't do that. Instead, get out of your car, walk up to her door, and knock on that shit. That
That's so
immediately,
old school.
Literally,
That's
that's
awesome.
the
Old school.
best.
It's old school as fuck, but it shows
But yes.
something. It shows that you're a
I agree.
gentleman.
I agree. I agree
Always
with that.
do that.
I agree with that.
Always.
Okay. And you had something that you didn't even say nothing. Go ahead.
About what?
Nice guys.
Oh, No, flowers like good for the first date?
Yeah, flowers. I'm sorry.
I'd
Yeah.
say it's a beautiful thing.
And then speaking to the microphone for me.
My bad. I say it's a beautiful thing, but it's not required, and
Okay, is that going to up his? If he brings you flowers, is that going to be like, oh, I'm more attracted to him? Have you felt that before?
I've only, and back to what you said about like hooking up, but like I've never had a hookup before.
Okay.
I've never like had sex before getting into a relationship. So like with that being said, like I don't know, back to it, whatever.
Okay.
So flowers, it would just be like, damn, like he really bought me flowers. I would go to my friends straight, like right on, and be like, yo, this man's really just bought flowers to the first date. And I feel like they'd be like, damn girl, like, but
It's a cherry on top.
I just think it's a cherry on top. It's not required, but like I think it would be cute. And I'd
Okay,
be like,
let me reframe this question because I think we're looking at it for differently. Let's say this guy is someone who's not super duper attracted to, because maybe that's what you guys were thinking about. Let's say he's just someone that you just accepted on a date type
now
of
he's
thing.
doing too much.
No, this is real shit.
No,
This is
now
real
he's
shit.
doing too much. Is
Oh,
what
okay.
I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get out.
No, I wouldn't say he's doing too much, but like I've only been on like dates with one person I was in a relationship with.
Gotcha.
And so like I don't know. I just wouldn't accept a date if he wasn't attractive to me.
Okay.
I wouldn't even
That's
waste his
real.
time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that on a first date, I don't want flowers. We're here to get to know each other. I don't. I think if you bring flowers, like
Say
you're
it.
doing
Say
too
it.
much.
Thank you.
You're doing too much. And I fully agree with the fact that like I think that a man would think about the fact that these flowers could trigger a relationship that they were just in. I fully agree with that. I would not expect flowers. I'm expecting to get to know you. That's all.
Okay.
I don't expect anything more than that.
Okay.
No.
And then final.
Sorry.
And then did you say something? You already said something, right?
Yeah.
About it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Gabby, final thoughts, any questions that you want to ask the panel, and your IG.
I'm good. I'm good on that. And my IG is Gabriella with 2 A's, KN.
All right.
That was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. At the end of the day, my little recap is, I think that it is excessive to bring flowers on the first date.
You said it is.
It is a little excessive for me.
Okay.
Would I hate you for bringing them? Not necessarily. It'll always be appreciated.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna be like, damn, he feeling me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
As far as Will Smith, stop calling me Jada Pinkett, y'all. I don't fucking appreciate that shit.
She Ariana
I don't
Grande.
fucking
Get
appreciate
it
that
ready.
shit.
Yeah, right.
But anyways, y'all can follow me at Alyssa_Zenitram. That's Martinez backwards.
All right.
Word. At the end of the day, nice guys do finish last.
Oh my God, yes.
I would real quick. I would argue they'd finish never.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't you a nice guy?
No, not me.
He's sweet. He's
Definitely.
sweet. Let's keep it real, Don
Yeah,
Jay.
Don Jay.
But yeah,
Go
my
ahead.
Instagram is MINA.
Gabby, don't let me start.
Don Jay's a
about
nice
today.
guy. Don Jay
Anyway.
don't want to lie to y'all, but he's a
Mindy,
nice guy, y'all.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else to say. I think I said it. Instagram. Oof, do I want to give it? All right. MN Curry
Okay.
is my Instagram.
All right. Anna.
Honestly, bring flowers. Knock on the door. Be a gentleman. Treat your girl right, and she'll treat you
Don't
right back.
listen to her.
Hopefully, pick a good girl because she will treat you right back.
She will. But you don't have to bring her flowers.
We gonna fight, Don. We gonna fight.
I can go there. I can really go there if you want to. All right. What's your IG?
My Instagram is Anna Forevermore. That's 2 N's, ANNA Forevermore. There you
All
go.
right. All right, so you guys can find me on Instagram at Reclaim Your Throne or Quarantino to God or Black Gen Z Mindset, also on YouTube with all those handles. I do have a question for the ladies.
Go ahead.
What's up?
This is my final question. The last guy that you dealt with, the last guy that you were intimate with,
right.
What did he do for you physically, emotionally, financially, and spiritually?
Wait, one more time.
That's a
Physically.
loaded question, bro.
Physically.
We start with Anna.
From the top, what was it?
The last guy that you were intimate with,
Okay, are
what
we
did he do
speaking,
for
like-
you initially, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and intellectually. What did he do for you that made you feel like he was a appropriate candidate for you to get intimate with him?
Are we speaking the most recent person that we
Yes,
had
the
sex
last
with?
person that you let break your back out. What did he do for you? Spiritually, physically, emotionally, intellectually.
Okay, spiritually. This is very dangerous, girl. This is very dangerous.
He dumped some spirits into you.
I feel like we had some very deep conversations.
Okay.
Intellectually, same thing.
Absolutely.
And I feel like he challenges me as a person. What was the other one?
Physically, spiritually, emotionally,
Physically,
intellectually.
goddamn, physically.
Okay.
You gonna need to.
Okay.
We just reminiscing on that for a minute.
We get it.
We get it. Okay, what's going on? What's the next one, honey?
It was physically, spiritually, emotionally, and intellectually.
Intellectually. Okay, I think I covered all
Yeah,
of
you
them.
got it.
Okay, go girl. You're next.
Mindy, go ahead.
Spiritually.
All right. Spiritually, okay. I feel like.
And do I know this person? No. I'm joking. Go ahead.
No.
Oh shit. Okay.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Okay. So I feel like the biggest thing was he showed up. He showed up when he needed to.
Damn.
I did an event that I wasn't really expecting anyone to show up to. He literally was like, "I want to come support." I feel like that's
dope.
That was a big
is
move
cool.
for me.
No, that's dope.
That was a big move. That was a lot for me. That meant a lot. He shows up physically. Oh God, say much. I'm pretty happy.
Okay.
I'm not.
Yeah, that's dope.
No, he's great.
Okay.
So last relationship was probably the best relationship I've been in. The first man to ever make me finish, which is kind of crazy. So like physically, he gave me massages, and I'm a big person on massages.
He gave you massages.
Oh yeah, like.
Did you massage him back?
Of course,
I
always.
hate
Always.
that shit.
You
But,
walk on his back.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. But he like motivated me to chase God, and that's a big thing in my life. So
Amen.
like he pushed me, or not even pushed me. He just like I'm sorry, is it funny? But
He's funny. He's at that.
he did things that make me want to like pursue God. So
Gotcha.
like that was a very big thing. And then he just supported me.
Okay.
All in all.
I'm getting a consensus of support. It's very important to y'all. Go ahead.
Right, yeah.
This is dangerous, y'all.
What your hubby did? What'd he do?
So we're talking about our ex, right?
I'm talking about the last dude that you were intimate with.
Your
The
husband.
last dude.
Yeah.
Hopefully your husband.
Okay. My husband. It's definitely my husband. Actually, my husband is the first man that I've ever been with that has actually. I grew up very spiritual. I didn't grow up like in the church or nothing like that. My dad was a martial artist. He was into Buddhism and all the different stuff. So my husband, he actually was the one person in my life to ever tell me like, hey, like you need to bless your food before you eat it, you know,
Amen.
like. And I'm like, dang, like it made me just
Itadakimasu.
look at life in a different perspective.
Yeah.
Girl.
I'm sorry.
So I think that I never really looked for that in something like that in a man, and I ended up getting it, and it made me open my eyes to something bigger.
So is it safe to say that he is your spiritual leader in the context of your relationship?
Ooh, that's a little different. Now, I wouldn't say he's my spiritual leader because my spirituality and everything started with my father. It did. And before my dad.
But you know, when you get married, your father hands off the responsibility
So let me say something
taking
about
care
that.
of you and procuring your
I do-
spirituality to the husband.
I do agree with that. A little bit of information, it might be too much, but my dad passed away in 2019.
Sorry to hear that.
And thank you. Before he did pass away, he ended up meeting my husband, and he gave him his blessing. And before my dad passed away, he reached out to God, and he prayed on it. You know what I mean? He actually found his religion through the situation that he was in.
Yeah.
You know? So that's where my journey started. But I definitely think I needed to have that support from my husband in order to fully feel it. You know what I mean? Fully go through it.
That's dope. Okay.
As far as what was the other one?
Physically, emotionally, intellectually.
Intellectually, I could never be with a dumb man. I could never do it. I could never do it. My husband is educated. He graduated. He's smart. He's a psychology major.
What school did he go to?
Life University.
Okay.
He got a full ride scholarship. So honestly, in that department, I was very blessed. You know what I mean? Like somebody that actually, my major thing in being in a relationship is finding somebody that is willing to put the work in, willing to try for you. Because there's a lot of people that say they want to live this certain lifestyle and say all these things that they want in their life, but they're not willing to put in the work and do that shit.
So when you say pulling the work, do you mean like compromise?
Not only compromise, but say like, hey, like these are my flaws. This is something that's wrong with me, and I really want to fix them, and actually try to fix them.
Gotcha. I understand that. Okay. Kevin?
Okay, so for the last person that I spoke to, spiritually, no, and that's a red flag. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, which is why he's the last guy I spoke to. Okay. I can say,
nigga?
Was he a what?
Was he a street nigga?
Nah, he wasn't a street nigga. But I can say what made me want to go on a date with him was the way he approached me. You know, I don't like the whole, well, we can link, we can hang out. No. Say, I would like to get to know you. Can we grab a drink? I'll pick you up. And I live like an hour away. So he drove all the way to come pick me up.
Damn.
And then he even bought like a glass of wine, all of that stuff, and that he gave to me. And then it was honestly like a great time. Also, I can say he was very intellectual. Like he would.
My limit is 35 minutes.
Okay. He was really smart. Like he really spoke some facts, and there were certain personal things I would talk to him about, and he would talk to me through it and all that. So I really did admire that about him, as well as that. I can say physically, absolutely physically. Let's just stop there. And what was the other one? Emotionally. Emotionally, it was like a roller coaster.
So are you still riding that roller coaster, or you had to get off?
Oh no, I had to get off that roller coaster.
Okay.
It was just too much, and it was just something that just had to be over with. So yeah.
Okay. Thoughts on that question that you asked?
Yeah. That's one of the questions that I ask on first dates whenever I am dealing with a new lady in my life. That's one of the questions I want to ask because I think it gives you a good mind frame of basically the type of man that she goes for, to see if you align with that archetype. I think it's also a good question to identify possible issues that might come up in your future relationship, possible traumas that she may be dealing with. I appreciate you guys answering the question.
Okay. And then what's your IG?
My IG is Reclaim Your Throne.
All right. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys subscribe. If you want to follow anybody that was on the panel today, their link will be in the description below. Join me on Patreon, as well as the game is coming in 30 days, and I'm out. Peace.